My beloved Madridistas, welcome back to Madrid. Welcome back to the channel. It wasn't to be. Last night, the atmosphere in Madrid was absolutely electric last night. These European evenings are so magical. It's hard to describe. But it wasn't to be. We have seen so many miracles, and I've had the great pleasure and honor of witnessing incredible victories at the Bernabeu over the decades. But in order to pull these off, there's a minimum standard of football that you have to meet, and we're just not meeting that minimum standard of football to make miracles possible. It just wasn't there yesterday. This team needs a reset. I've been saying it for a while. I think this match is the catalyst for us to make the changes that we need to make with a view to next year. So that is the silver lining. Look, no matter how bad we feel this morning, we are the kings of Europe, and that will not change in any of our lifetimes. Let's not forget who we are. This is a team that's won 6 European Cups of the last 10. That means that we have left only 4 for the rest of Europe to fight over. So this year, we're leaving a few crumbs on the table for the rest of Europe to fight over. Okay, not the video I wanted to make, as I mentioned, but let's talk about what this means kind of from a bigger perspective. Thanks for joining me. Let's get started. Madridistas, welcome back. Okay, let's talk about the match last night. Now, I'm going to do things a little bit differently because I just think that we need to have a bigger picture discussion. Normally I talk about the lineup and kind of the match and individual players. I just don't think that that's the conversation we need to be having now. I think we need to have a much broader conversation about sort of where we are, what is needed, and kind of where we're going. Now, just very quickly before I start, I had the huge pleasure of meeting a couple of subscribers to my channel, Ray and Mary, who came over all the way from Virginia, from the U.S., and it was so cool to meet you guys. And I'm so sorry you weren't able to witness one of the magical remontadas in the Bernabeu, but I hope you guys will come back and we have more luck next year. But it was really cool to meet you, like I say. Okay, let's talk about this match now. I have to say first of all, we need, let's give credit to Arsenal. They were the better side and they deserve to go through. And so we have to say this respectfully and we have to lose with a bit of dignity. And, they were better. They deserve to move on. But I have to say that the defeat, I think, says more about us than it says about Arsenal. I think Arsenal was a decent side. But to beat this Real Madrid, that's all you need to be, is just a decent side that defended pretty well as a block. And knew how to counter, kind of knew what they were doing and what they wanted to achieve at every stage of the match. So we have to give credit to Arsenal. But like I say, I think the defeat says more about us, the lack of play. This is a team, we really pushed up. I could feel a lot of intensity and a lot of will on the part of the players. There was definitely, the energy was there, the will was there, but the football wasn't. It was just not good enough football. We looked very disjointed. We looked rushed. We looked a little bit out of place. It felt to me like Arsenal was winning all the secondary balls, right? So anytime there's a ricochet or a deflection, all of those kind of random 50-50 balls, they all seem to fall to Arsenal. It was just one of those days where you just feel like your players are out of place, and they played with a lot of heart, and I could really sense that they were trying their best. But just from a football standpoint, it wasn't there. We looked chaotic. We looked disorganized. We looked just random and rushed. And I think all of the weaknesses that I've been discussing in my videos in the last few weeks, all of those weaknesses I think were quite visible and obvious for all to see last night. This is a team that struggles to do basic things. Very basic things in football. We just struggle to do them. This is a team that struggles to win against, even very modest opposition all year long. A team that just cannot win resoundingly almost ever. We don't ever seem to have control over matches. We always feel like we're on the back foot, like we're always trying to catch up to the situation. We're not proactive. We don't dominate matches. This is a team that just, that struggles. Like I say, with very basic things, we struggle to attack as a collective. We struggle to defend as a collective. This is a team that lacks balance, and it's just amazing. This is a team that has phenomenal individual players and individual skill, but it's just not capable of playing collective football. And unfortunately, we have to admit that it is time for a reset. Look, Carlo Ancelotti has been a very valuable part of our history and the DNA of this club, and he's somebody that will be forever loved and admired in Madrid, and I know that's certainly the case with me, but we have to admit that this simply isn't working. Ancelotti has proven that he's very good at managing chemistry. The players love him. He manages to create a good environment in the dressing room, but tactically he has been lacking, and we're lacking tactically. I think the decision making has been very poor. The player selection, the rotations, the substitutions. I know that it's been a difficult year with all the injuries and the fact that we started with a squad that wasn't balanced. We were very thin in defense, and then we had some critical injuries, and we paid the price for not having the proper balance in the roster. All of that is true, and we've had some hurdles to overcome. But all of that said, with the players that we have, you still have to demand better football. We still have to play better football. This is just not good enough. Even Real Madrid, even the Bernabeu, which is just a pressure cooker. But even with all of the magic of Real Madrid and the magic of the Bernabeu, you still need a minimum standard of football to pull off these historic victories. I think last night was a catalyst. I do think Ancelotti, it's quite likely that he'll stay till the end of the season unless the club surprises me. I would be a little bit surprised if they did anything now. But I think with a view towards next year, we need a change. And this is a consensus. It's not just me, but the Madridistas, pretty much anywhere that you talk to here in Madrid, all agree that Ancelotti's time as manager has passed. And we say this as respectfully as we possibly can. Now, the match, like I say, this Arsenal won fair and square, and all of the shortcomings that I've mentioned over and over were all on display. I don't need to get into the details of that. One thing I'm just going to mention this anecdotally, and it's not an excuse because Arsenal absolutely deserved to win, and they won fair and square. But I did find something a little bit odd about the refs. I just need to throw this out there because it's a slight concern in the back of my mind. Now, in my view, the two best referees in Europe are Turpin, the sort of short French guy, and Orsato, the tall, sort of blonde Italian dude. I think they're the best refs in Europe, and they don't always whistle in our favor, but they're very sensible, very consistent. They always have a tremendous command over the match, and even if a call goes against you, I just have the feeling that when they make mistakes, which is very rare, they seem to be genuine mistakes, but they're very, very good refs. Now, I wonder why neither of those two are reffing a match of the magnitude of the match last night. I mean, this referee, what's his name, Lotexier or something, I don't even know. I've never seen this guy. I don't understand where he comes from, but I find it very suspicious that you don't have a high caliber ref, taking on a match of this magnitude, and it really feels a little bit strange to me because I felt like every little call, every little touch foul went against us. It felt that way to me. Arsenal was wasting time all match long. He pulled out one yellow card to their goalkeeper for wasting time, but they wasted time the entire match, and the ref was very, very permissive. He allowed this to happen over and over. Like I say, all the touch fouls seem to go against us, and the penalty that Arsenal was awarded at the beginning of the match is truly one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. I mean, the type of pulling and jostling that took place with Asensio in the box is something absolutely normal. I mean, if we're going to call all of those as penalties, I mean, every match would be sort of 35 to 29. I mean, there would be penalties every 2 seconds. I'm very, very concerned. I know that Seferin hates Real Madrid. He's made this very, very clear. There were audios that were leaked a couple of years ago when he was talking to Rubiales and talking about Real Madrid and Florentino Perez. The guy hates us. We know what he did to the Ballon d'Or to Vini last year. This was orchestrated. It was the first year that UEFA was involved in the Ballon d'Or, and they made sure that a Real Madrid player didn't win it. We know how Seferin feels about Real Madrid because of the Super League initiative, and I can only hope that they're not starting to do the shady shit that Tebas and Barça do in La Liga here in Spain. But I felt very uncomfortable with the referees last night, and I hope it was just a coincidence. But listen, very importantly, and this is what I want to leave you guys with, as down as we feel this morning, and as low as we all are, and we're all incredibly disappointed, and you know, I understand that, but let's not forget who we are. Let's not forget who we are. One night doesn't change the reality. We are the kings of Europe. We have 15 of these things. We have more European cups than the entire Premier League combined. We have more European cups, more than twice as many as the second club, which is AC Milan. The things that Real Madrid has done, no other club has done, and we're not going to see it in our lifetimes. So don't worry, we will all leave God's earth as kings of Europe, and that's not going to change. What Real Madrid has done in the 50s, winning 5 European Cups in a row, and then another period where we won 3 in 5 years between 1998 and 2002 with that famous Mijatovic goal against Juventus, that famous counter-attacking goal by Raúl against Valencia in Paris in the year 2000, and of course, the famous Zidane volley in 2002 against Bayer Leverkusen, another magical period, 3 European Cups in 5 years. Then we went into another period where we won, this was the era of Cristiano and Zizou, and we won 4 in 5 years, including 3 in a row, something absolutely unheard of, and I think so impossible to replicate. Another golden period, and then more recently another golden period with young players like Rodrigo and Vini winning the last 2, and you know, we've now won 6 of the last 10 European Cups. That is absolutely astonishing. I don't know if we will see this again from any club in the world other than us, but we have won 9 finals in a row. Do you know that Real Madrid has not lost a final since I was 13 years old, since 1981? We've been at the last 9 finals that we've attended, we've won. It's an absolutely extraordinary statistic. This is a team that's won 15 out of 18 finals. Now tell me, in what sport, hockey, baseball, American football, rugby, you name it, a team that's won 15 out of 18 finals. It's crazy enough to get to 18 finals, but to win 15 of them is absolutely insane. So I need to leave you with that positive note. No matter what happened last night, we are the kings of Europe, and we will continue to be the kings of Europe. So I don't care who wins this year. I don't care who wins next year. It's going to take decades to reverse the status of world football. And until then, we are the kings of football, and that will be the case, like I say, in all of our lifetimes. I'm sorry, I wish I had better news, and I wish I had more positive things to say, but I needed to leave you on that positive note. We will rebuild. We will come back. We are Real Madrid. And we will come back because that's what we do. Okay, those are my thoughts. I wish I had better things to say, but thank you for joining me as always, and I'd love to hear your comments in the comment section. So please, let me know your thoughts. Thanks for joining me. I love all of you, and as always, a la Madrid.